look at our left-hand side, right? It's been the most dangerous side on the pitch because Diaz comes on, scores 2 goals. Next game, Gakpo comes on, scores 2 goals. They're fighting for position.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai, it's like his position is set. Like he doesn't even care. He goes, I know I'm starting next week. The other boys ain't got nothing on me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like we lack in the midfield.
Yes, crowd. Yes, crowd. Yes, crowd. We are back.
Back again.
Come on. Final whistle presented by Let 'Em Shoot TV. I do go by the name of Deny. You know the vibes. That's Shooter before Let 'Em Shoot began. And today I'm joined by...
I go by the name of Khalid, Lil Goat, keeping people hairline straight. You already know how to go.
Come on. He's back after a bit of an absence. Let me tell you, crowd, right? So production calls me and says, yo, man, Khalid's not coming in today. I say, what? I said, why? He goes, Liverpool lost. Who'd you lose to?
Bro, I don't know.
Nottingham Forest.
We lost to a Forest, man.
Just let you guys know. Liverpool lost to Forest, and my man said I didn't want to come to work.
At home. You know how embarrassing that is?
He said I'm not coming to work.
I had to call a sick day for that game,
He said I'm not, just letting you know what happened.
I could not show face, fam. But I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Top of the league. I'm here now.
He's here when they're winning. But, we had to call in a replacement. Obviously, Samuel came in, did his thing.
Hey, big up Sam, though, my guy.
He's all right. And, guys, this episode, before we jump into it, right, we are giving away a copy of FC25. I've got it right here. It's the FC25 Ultimate Edition. We've got a code here for PlayStation 5. And for you to go in the draw to win this, I need you to jump in the comments and let us know who your Streets Won't Forget Ultimate Team player is and their card. Make sure you Let 'Em Shoot on... Make sure you follow Let 'Em Shoot on Instagram, follow Let 'Em Shoot on TikTok. Make sure you like the video, you comment on the video, and you're subscribed, and you'll go in the run-in to win a free copy of FC25 Ultimate Edition, okay? So...
Hey, if that was me, fam, I'll be here in the comments right now. I wouldn't even wait. I'll be doing it right now. That's a free thing right there, man.
Free game. And shout out EA Sports for that. Our friends at EA Sports, thank you. We were at the launch last week. I think it was last week.
Lit. I saw an IG.
Yeah, it was.
It had a few ballers there as well. You know?
Where were you, man?
I was still, hiding, man.
Douglas Costa was there, obviously. Some good A-League ballers were there, but from an international standpoint, Douglas Costa, you know what he's done in his career. But this episode, right now, you didn't come to work when it was Liverpool losing, and all of a sudden, you're so keen to be back at work, filming, recording, pause, doing all that madness, right? No Diddy on that front. When your team is top of the league. Now, I'm going to give you your moment right now. We're going to chat about Liverpool.
Yeah, let's talk. I'm ready.
Chat about Liverpool. And obviously, Samuel said that, and obviously, we always talk about Liverpool. But I'm gonna give you.
I know. It's like it's got a love. It's got a love for Liverpool. No. He loves that word Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? He's always talking about us, bigging us up. But we get it. If you love us, just say it, man.
No.
For you, bro. We'll accept you as one of our own. You know, you never walk alone, my guy.
Don't touch me.
Come
Pause.
on. You never walk alone, man.
But what I want to do is, right, I want to talk about a specific player at Liverpool, right? Obviously, you guys have started the league strong. You lost to Forest, obviously, but we can see that there's a style of play. Going into the season, I criticized Liverpool because I said, you know what? They've got 3 of their best players, Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk, coming out of contract. Still unsigned, but coming off contract at the end of the season. I said that Trent is going to go to Madrid, and I still think Trent's going to Madrid. I said Van Dijk may end up going to Saudi, but he's probably the most likely to stay. So I said Van Dijk is going to Madrid, as well. That was just me just talking shit. But then I also said Salah's probably going to leave, right? And Salah made a comment that he hadn't been spoken to, and they had conversations. So he said all that. But then there was also something else I said that if Liverpool don't sign a DM, they have no pull power.
Plus, you were coming at me for not signing Zubimendi, right?
I'm not done yet.
Talk.
I said if they don't sign a DM, no pull power, which I still believe they've got no pull power. They can't sign big players. But if they don't sign a DM, their window would have been atrocious and they would have started the season terrible. They started the season strong. Gravenberch has gone into that DM position, and in the double pivot with McAllister, with Szoboszlai up playing in the 10, who Szoboszlai is still, the jury's still out on my man, right?
Szoboszlai is the weakling for me, man.
But let's talk about that Liverpool midfield, what Arne Slot has done he's inherited this Klopp squad. Same players, nothing has changed, but the style of play is not drastically different, but you can tell that he's put a stamp. It's Slot's Liverpool right now. It's not Klopp's Liverpool.
No, but
it's Slot's Liverpool right now.
But what you're forgetting is that midfield, yeah? You're forgetting that it was a whole new midfield last year that Klopp had to rebuild.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So these players, they were all just getting used to each other last year. A brand new midfield. You had Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. Even though Gravenberch didn't,
he wasn't playing.
He wasn't for playing much, but you can see it was still a new midfield. You know, we had to do a whole rebuild of the midfield, and to do as well as we did last year with that midfield, give props to Klopp, and for Slot to come in and just take over the ranks. Knowing that we have Endo, who, for me, he wasn't like all that. We got him because it was a panic buy. We needed a 6. Let's be fair.
Because you twerked to everybody else.
Yeah, okay. We lost Casado. All these players didn't want to come. So be it. You know what I'm saying? We move. As Liverpool, we move. You don't want to come. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But for Arne Slot to come in and make that midfield and solidify that number 6, because we were looking to get Zubimendi the whole time, but he said he wanted to stay in the mountain. He likes hiking. All right, stay. Do what you want to do. I don't care if I'm going to eat your paellas and whatever you're trying to do. But Gravenberch said, I'm going to take this role, yeah, and I'm going to show the Premier League, yeah, why I'm about. Because not just for Liverpool, but since he started playing this year, every game, man of the match.
Yeah, I hear that. And is this Gravenberch? Because obviously Gravenberch was at Ajax, right? Is it Ajax?
Yeah, Ajax.
He was at Ajax. Then he went to Bayern, Bayern, and it didn't quite work for him at Bayern. He came to Liverpool under Klopp, and it didn't quite work at the beginning, and it hasn't worked to date.
Yeah.
Under Slot, he's come in and he's played that role. And yes, I agree with you. Against Man United, man of the match. And pretty much every game.
Even
he's been man of the match.
International has been man of the match.
Is this...
Yeah, go on.
Is this due purely to Gravenberch being given the opportunity to finally play? Because obviously since Ajax, he really hasn't had that opportunity for a consistent amount of games. Or is it down to Sloth and his new system and saying, hey, you know what? I haven't got a DM. I've got 2 kind of box-to-box midfielders that can play in a double pivot. Let me just roll with that.
I think it's both, because I feel like for him, he wants to show the Gravenberch he was at Ajax, and Bayern Munich would not buy him if they did not see potential. But through injuries really dampened his spot in Bayern Munich team, because he wasn't getting that much game time. But he wasn't playing much well, and he was playing more of the number 8 than a number 6. But I think what Slot saw in him, that he could change him into a number 6.
Is he a number 6 though?
He's not a number 6, but the way he plays that role, it's crazy.
For me, Liverpool aren't really playing with a number 6. They're not playing with
a double pivot.
Yeah, it doesn't seem for me there seems to be. I mean, it's working. It seems to be working. Liverpool's top of the league at the minute, and obviously they did what they did in the Champions League.
Who have we played?
But how long can this last? And that's actually a great point. One, how long can this last? And 2, you haven't really been tested.
Yeah, we haven't been tested. You can't say Man United was a test, because them lot are shambles. And then you saw we were struggling to break Nottingham Forest down.
You didn't.
When we didn't, and we lost. So
Salah was probably the worst player on the field that game.
Yeah, Salah's been up and down for him. It's been one of those seasons. But for me, in every one of those games, Gravenberch has been the outstanding player of them all. Even against Nottingham Forest, he was doing all the work. He was everywhere.
Okay, so Gravenberch is arguably Liverpool's
best
top
player. Yeah,
I would say I'd say probably Diaz is probably a better player than him for Liverpool this season. Diaz has probably been the best player in the Prem to date this season. But Liverpool continue to play the way they're doing right now, right? Come January, what happens? Do you go out and get a DM? After twerking for Zubamendi and saying we need a DM all summer, do you go out and get a DM in January?
Yes. Because I feel like we do need a DM because the club is still on the rebuild under Slot because you've got, like you said, 3 of the players are still out of contract. You don't know what's going to happen with them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to find a solution because Endo is about 33 years old. Is the legs for him finished? If Gravenberg gets injured, who else is they going to play there? We've got Bajcetic, but Bajcetic is on loan. We turn him on loan to get more game time. But we still need more depth in the midfield because I don't see Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott to be the next big thing for Liverpool. I just can't see it.
Really?
I don't know. I can't.
I mean, I don't mind Curtis Jones. So you're saying, like, I think that
Curtis Jones is more of a Henderson player that you need him for that squad. You know, but
squad depth.
But he doesn't really. When he comes on, he does his thing. Elliott is more of a Liverpool player that I would want him to stay than Curtis Jones. If I had to pick between the two.
Interesting.
If I had to pick between the two.
I agree with you that there's not next to zero, but there's very limited
in
squad depth in Liverpool's midfield. Like if Gravenberch or McAllister go down,
that's it.
That's a big problem, and I don't see you guys don't have the replacements. Szoboszlai for me has been
the weakest link
and I think,
in that midfield.
Shout out Jeremy for saying this guy just runs around.
He's another Henderson, bro.
No, but even like Henderson is the greatest Liverpool captain of all time.
Here we go.
He's the greatest Liverpool captain of all time. So like, let's not talk shit about Henderson, right? But Szoboszlai hasn't landed. Since he arrived, he hasn't landed both under Klopp last season and in the first 6 Premier League games.
Do you know what? Yeah, Szoboszlai. One thing about him, is he's got every attribute to be the world class midfielder that he could be.
Let's stop putting world class.
No. I'm trying to tell you right now. But his decision making in the final third is poor.
But what was he bought for then?
That's what I'm saying. But he needs to work on that because we needed him for that. But he's not doing that. He's not doing what we got him for. Because when you see him playing for the Hungary team, he looks like the best player on the pitch. He's scoring every game. But when he comes and put on the Liverpool shirt, it looks like a nobody.
So is this kind of like what was happening at Arsenal when they had Granit Xhaka? They were playing him in like a CDM position and every fan was hating on him.
Yes.
And then he goes to, Switzerland, and he looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
Until that last season, obviously, where Arteta pushed him into the 8 and he was doing what he was doing. Is that kind of the same thing that's happening with Szoboszlai?
Yeah.
Is it that he's been misprofiled at Liverpool, or is it the structure of play? Like, what is it exactly?
I wouldn't say misprofiled because he's playing where he needs to be playing for me. But it's just for me, the lack of confidence, the lack of decision making. I think I would like to see him given like a challenge. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean challenge?
Like Slot, put him on the bench, yeah? Put Elliott on and tell him, listen, if you're not going to do that job for me, stay on the bench, let him think about it. When he comes on, he'll perform. So let me tell you one thing. Look at our left-hand side, right? It's been the most dangerous side on the pitch because Diaz comes on, scores 2 goals. Next game, Gakpo comes on, scores 2 goals. They're fighting for position.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai, it's like his position is set. Like he doesn't even care. He goes, I know I'm starting next week. The other boys ain't got nothing on me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like we lack in the midfield.
So would you say that this midfield would be better off with not Conor Gallagher, sorry, my bad, with Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott in that 10 position?
Right now, I would say Elliott in the 10.
Elliott in the 10?
As of now.
And what do you think keeps Szoboszlai in this 10 then? Why hasn't Slot made this? Because you looked at what Slot did first game of the season. He had Konsa playing next to Van Dijk. At halftime, boom. You're not playing. Konate, you're playing.
The thing is, yeah, with Arne Slot, he likes workhorses. He likes people that put in the work. And Szoboszlai, this guy would run rings for 90 minutes without being tired. Like he just runs. He just runs. And Elliott is not that type of player. Elliott is more like creative, getting the ball, cut in, shoot. when he gets this opportunity, he will shoot, he will score. You know what I'm saying? That's the Harvey Elliott type of player. Szoboszlai is there just running around, can't make decision, doesn't know where to pass. There was a game against, I don't know who we were playing against. It was 3-on-1. Yeah, he had Salah on this side, Diaz on this side, and he picked the wrong one and he went to Diaz he went to Salah when the right ball was to Diaz to score. And I was fuming. I was like, this is why you're not fulfilling your potential, because you can't make the right decision.
So are you saying this is purely, Szoboszlai is purely down to just decision?
And his confidence is low. He needs to boost his confidence as well.
I mean,
it's Szoboszlai, bro. I don't know. It's sticky for me because the other two midfielders like McAllister and Gravenberch, they've been outstanding for me. McAllister is a workhorse in there. He wins the ball, plays the right ball. That's what he has to do.
But you know what? Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I think Liverpool would be better off playing McAllister in the 10.
And then where does Szoboszlai play then?
I don't think Szoboszlai, right? Oh, if you're saying that Szoboszlai is the weak link, why not play? And you're saying that Harvey Elliott doesn't give you the enough running. Mm-hmm. Why not have a Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, who still gives you a lot of running and and a bit more creativity, and then you have McAllister as well? Is that your best midfield? Is that Liverpool's best midfield?
No, the best midfield right now is the one that we're starting with.
So you're saying that even though Szoboszlai is the weak link and he's not producing and he's got terrible end ball,
yes,
and there's all these things wrong with Szoboszlai, is he still the best option over Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott?
Yes, because you can see potential in him. You can see
But how far does potential get you?
Exactly.
Like, for example, right? I'm not going to bring Arsenal into this, but I've been calling, and even though he had a good game this past week, Martinelli. He has been atrocious for a long time.
He has.
But there comes a point in time when you say, bruv, whole bench.
But who do you replace Martinelli for?
Trossard. We have an injury right now, but Moreno's coming back. Let's not talk about Arsenal though. But when it comes to Liverpool, does Szoboszlai, because you've said to me you want Szoboszlai to hold bench.
Yes, I do. Because it's the only way he's gonna know that in this team you need to fight for your spot. It's not as easy as you think it is. But that's what we lack in. We lack in depth in the midfield.
But then why are you still saying that then? But he's part of your strongest team.
Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a player in there that we need to unlock, but he's not fulfilling his true potential. Like he's not doing what Szoboszlai can do.
Okay, cool. So January happens. Do you go out and replace Szoboszlai? Or do you get a DM? If your midfield is the must, like your front line, you guys have depth in the front line. Yeah. You've got crazy depth. The back line right now isn't probably your biggest concern, right?
Yeah.
Your midfield is the concern. Do you go out and prioritize an attacking midfielder to replace or to compete with Szoboszlai? Even though you have a Harvey Elliott and you have a Curtis Jones in and around the mix? Or do you say, no, we still need a DM, even though Gravenberch has had his revelation and has been amazing playing in that kind of role?
I think we need a DM. Because if we get a DM, we can push McAllister more forward.
Yeah.
And it will give us more depth in that number 8 where we can interchange between McAllister and Szoboszlai.
So, but the Szoboszlai still staying in starting 11?
No. If you get a DM... Yes, he holds bench for me. And McAllister plays that role.
So McAllister plays in the 10.
Yes.
Gravenberch plays in the 8 in a box-to-box 8.
With the new signing of the number 6.
With the DM.
Double pivot, yes.
Now...
For me.
I'm not going to not agree with that. Like, I think that Liverpool strengthening their midfield is definitely what they need to do. And if they get a DM, that's probably what they need. That's what they wanted.
Yes, for me, I feel like Gravenberch will do the job better than Szoboszlai in that midfield if he was to play that role.
Is this a purple patch? Remember when Rashford went on that amazing run a couple years ago?
For who? For Gravenberch? Or for
Gravenberch. Is this a purple patch? Is this like oh my God, he's amazing, he's got man of the match games, and then come January, he goes back to being what we've seen, the Gravenberch we've seen for the past 2.5 years. And yeah, he hasn't played as much, but he kind of goes back to that bit part player.
I don't think it's a purple patch.
So you honestly see that Gravenberch is a must keep a must-start player for Liverpool this season.
Yes, must start. Every big game, he has to start.
Fair enough.
For me, he's our best. He's been our best midfielder in so far in the season.
I hear that. Like, I'm not going to complain. I agree with that. That's why I want to have this conversation. Like, you seem to. I'm saying my bad because I said that Liverpool were going to stink with no DM.
No, coming to the season, yes, because last year Gravenberch looked. I was looking at it, I was like, why did we buy this guy? Why did we buy him?
Damn.
But he's proven me wrong as well, because the player that came out this season, I hold my hands out to him.
Yeah, no, he's definitely playing well.
You tell me, beginning of the season, with the way Liverpool were gonna go in, with Gravenberch at the 6, do you think he was gonna do as well as he's doing?
Hell no!
Hell no! The rivals were laughing at us. They were like, "Oh, you didn't get Zubimendi. You're gonna have to stick with Endo. You got no number 6." I was like, "Yeah, you're right," because I don't see Gravenberch doing that thing, but proving me wrong.
No, I think he's proven everybody wrong. He's definitely proven everybody wrong, and yeah, like. Come January, I still think you need to sign a 6 or you sign an 8 or a 10. You just
I feel like that 6 still needs to be sorted like ASAP.
Okay, so you've seen how Sloth plays football, right? Who is that 6? Because it's not Zubimendi.
We don't want Zubimendi, man. We're talking for Zubimendi for time.
Who is that 6?
Bro, I don't know. Go to Brazil. Go somewhere. Go get me anyone right now.
You haven't named a single player. Who is the target for Liverpool?
Right now, we don't have any.
So are you saying you have no DM target? You're just going to hold this midfield?
Because we don't, right now, we have to hold it for the season.
Pause.
Because I don't see Liverpool with the way that, because Liverpool is a team where they only buy when they need to.
Okay. So with this team as it currently set up right now, you don't buy a DM because you don't know who you're going to buy, right? Can this team keep this form up and challenge for the Prem?
Yes. We can.
Crowd, do you think Liverpool can challenge for the Prem really?
No, we can, because we still have a team that I wouldn't say challenge, but kept the fight with Man City and Arsenal last year. Came a bit short.
What happened last year?
With the new midfield. Yes, we came a bit short with the last 7 games.
But you know why that happened though? Because the games started happening. Obviously, right now they play basically every 3 days, right?
Champions League.
There's more games now, isn't it?
Cups. And
there's more games now. So come January, February, if you don't make a sign-in, and that's your midfield 3, keeping in mind, I don't believe that midfield 3 can go injury-free all year.
I don't see it at all.
Right? So is it going to be another fall-off, or can you actually genuinely challenge? Everyone is saying Arsenal and City, right?
Yes.
For the Prem. I've always included Chelsea in the top 4. But can you guys be that third club to challenge Arsenal and City?
For me, I feel like we're far ahead to challenge Arsenal than City than Chelsea. First of all, let's get right, because
you are. Yeah, you're a better team.
We're a better team, and if we go without injuries, I could see this team challenge. But if we get an injury to, let's say, Gravenberch,
but define challenge, because last year you would say Liverpool challenged. People would say Liverpool challenged for the Prem.
Yes,
I don't think they did.
No, we did. Why don't you think we didn't?
Because for me, you can't lose the Prem in the first half of the season. So you can't win the Prem in the first half of the season, but you can sure as hell lose it, right? And you guys were celebrating how you were first for so long in the first half of the season. Come January, February, you drop to 3rd and quick.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it like last year when we had it was a whole new rebuild of a team.
I'm gonna say this:
they're not. Are you gonna tell me a whole new rebuild of a team? You're expecting them to go all the way? It was miraculous to what they did. You know what I mean? It was miraculous to what they did.
Leicester rebuilt their team and won the Premier League,
but they were good the year before that.
Liverpool were good the year before that too.
No, come on,
Arsenal.
Man. We finished 6th the year before that. We were horrible.
Arsenal went from 8th to 2nd. rebuilt their team.
That's what I'm saying. We went from sixth to third with a new rebuild.
That's a bad excuse.
Everybody had us outside of the top four last year.
Yes, but same thing happened to us. No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Oh, come on, man. With the way we played the 2 seasons ago, everybody had us out of the top 4 last season. For us to do as well as we did, people were like, oh shit, sorry, Liverpool. Excuse my words. And we did what we did. We flopped.
So does this happen again this season?
That's what I'm saying. Without injuries, I don't see it happening. I totally see Slot and the ways that the boys are, I wouldn't say switched on, but they have a winning mentality. And especially with the way that our front six and our defense is playing right now, I can see it. We've only conceded 2 goals in the Prem out of 6 games.
But do you realize, like, you haven't... Okay, this comes back to my question of, like... Not comes back to my question, but when we talk about who Liverpool has played...
Yeah, we haven't played anyone. That's what I'm saying. We still need to be tested. And the true test comes from the 20th of 21st,
October. So when you buck Chelsea...
Because we're going to... From Chelsea onwards... It's gonna show what Liverpool.
You're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
No, who have you got?
I'm being legit.
No, let's actually
because the fixture list is crazy. I was looking at it.
So Chelsea, you got Chelsea. 3 days later, you got RB Leipzig. Then 4 days after that, you got to buck Arsenal at Emirates 2. Come carpet and get spanked.
Oh, here we go.
Then you have to go Brighton in the EFL
Brighton
Cup.
Away.
2 days after
and then Brighton again.
Then you got Brighton again 3 days later at Anfield. Then you have to go Leverkusen.
It's looking...
Then you got to go Villa. Then Villa come to you lot. Then you go down to Southampton, it gets a bit easier. Then you got Madrid who want to spank you. Then you got Man City, who are probably going to spank you at Anfield as well. Then you go away to Newcastle. You go away to Newcastle.
Yes, I know the fixtures. I've seen the fixture list.
Then you have your derby against Everton.
Yes, I've seen it.
Then you play what's his name?
Girona in the
Champions League.
And then it gets a bit...
Then Fulham and then Spurs. Right, that stinks. I always thought Arch start was hard. That middle...
That's what I'm saying. That's when we get to see the true team.
Production, crowd.
Oh, here we go.
If my man...
I saw this coming, man.
If he doesn't turn up to work for a good 6 weeks, you know why. Anyway...
Hey, listen, yeah? I'll be here with my chest out saying, we are... Hey, pin this right now, yeah? We're going unbeaten in that run. Pin that.
You really say... Wait. So sorry.
We are going... Listen. I am... This is Let 'Em Shoot TV. You see, from the 20th of October to... When against Tottenham?
The last game against Tottenham is the 22nd
of December. We are going unbeaten. I don't care. Bring me whoever. We are going unbeaten in that run. And I'm holding my chest out. Yeah?
Are you actually saying that you think that Liverpool was going to go unbeaten from the 21st of October with all those fixtures?
With all those fixtures.
To December 22nd.
To December 22nd. And we'll still be top of the league by that time.
Right, this is delusional.
I'm not being deluded because I have faith in my team and the way that I've been seeing the team play right now. Watch.
You're one injury away of rewriting your words. Crowd,
we are not one injury away.
This has been the final whistle presented by Let 'Em Shoot TV. I've been Denai. He's been Khaled. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And remember, get in the comments. Tell us who your favorite Ultimate Team player is and what card they are. We will be giving away a copy of FC25 Ultimate Edition. So make sure to jump in the comments. Make sure you're following Let 'Em Shoot on Instagram. Following Let 'Em Shoot on TikTok. Make sure you're subscribed.
On all platform, man. All platform.